tied directly. We are here, Chicago Hunted versus Dallas Flat Tires, and we have a blunder. We have all white arrows, but it's okay. We will try to cast this as best as we can as the kills are going back and forth. No teams currently collecting this hill time. We are looking at Frosty, who is shooting from this ledge Eddie. You got Chicago Hunted. They're currently on the hill right now, getting 2 seconds of hard time before he gets cleared out. This hill right here, nobody wants the hill. They're just trying to fight for position, trying to get themselves the spawns favorable for this team as another Chicago Hunter player has jumped on the hill.
Yeah, I gotta say, Top Lives, this has been a great start for the white team. Just dominating the kill feed, dominating the scoreboard, and really taking control of the hill so far. But all jokes aside, it is, quite frankly, a very tight matchup here as we will have two Frosties versus the Dallas Flat Tires. And it's quite, I mean, I think only 9 total points on P1. I think that's really impressive and really just goes to show that there are a lot of trades going in. These teams are very evenly matched up, and they're just picking each other apart. Still, only 9 points. Is this a TDM? Are they playing TDM here?
Yeah, I don't know what they're playing.
Finally, we will get some feet on to the hard point. It will be on the side of Dallas as they run up that clock and get a minute to breathe here. You see Chicago all around the outskirts of the map and getting cut down 3 at a time so far. You will see number 2 and Ryden trying to enter the map but gets cut down, and this is a very strong hold out of Dallas. And I mean, even though the scores are low, Dallas has a big lead so far.
Yeah, they have a big lead, and they are rotating now to this next hill as player 7 and player 3 are current. Well, player 7 and player 3, they're different teams, my bad. But there goes player 7 with the win right there. He gets on this hill for his team. His player 2 now is just going in circles, but he cannot find Avetisti in the corner. I probably butchered that name, but just don't roast me in the chat. But here we go. This hill is up for Dallas Flat Tires. They get the first 2 seconds, 12 seconds. Caboose is on on a streak right now before he finally gets taken down. Dallas Flat Tires. These last 2 hills have been all of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's all white across the minimap and on the kill feed and on the hard point and on everything. But Dallas Flat Tires has, I mean, kind of just shown a really impressive performance over these last 2 hills in particular. Almost an 70-point lead as Chicago will reclaim some time back, but I mean, Chicago has less than 15 points so far. That is less than a 5-point average per hill so far, and Dallas is in a very comfortable position. We'll have to see. Chicago might be getting warmed up here, but Dallas is going to start on this new hill as it is a battle going on around it. You see Ryden again trying to get somewhere into the hill, but everybody's everywhere. Through the smoke comes some bullets. Down goes Ryden, and Dallas is looking very comfortable planted on that hill over there.
Yeah, man, Dallas is taking all fades in that barbershop. Anybody's coming up, getting lined up for the Dallas Flat Tires as they are holding down this barbershop hill for that first 30 seconds. Looking like they're going to get a full 60. The rotation now is on, and that's it, man. I am impressed with how these Dallas Flat Tires are rotating. They're always rotating to the hill. They're always there first, as we can see by the score line, 130 to 114. They're rotating and they're holding the hill.
Yeah, they look like they're doing it all. I mean, Chicago Hunted is a team 4-1 in the pool. Dallas is 3-2. So technically the underdogs coming in. I mean, just making an absolute statement here. I would be shocked if Chicago is able to bring this back to get above the 100-point line with the way Dallas has been playing. It just seems like it's all Dallas all of the time. Vecti continuing that streak with a kill on the Frosty with an E. Chicago trying to find a path to this point, but Dallas has everything covered. They have control of the spawns here, knowledge of where they're going to be spawning, looking at all the right places, and even when some Dallas members go down, other members are right there to pick it back up. Dallas will claim, I think, a full 60 on that point, and they're right here onto the next one. Chicago hunted, struggling for survival here.
Yeah, they are in atrocities. First one up, can he get the kill? No, he cannot. So there is a first rotation by the Chicago Hunted, and Frosty plays, does get three to open it up for his team, trying to get some hard point time. Is I mean, it's gonna help. Anything's gonna help Chicago Hunted right now, and this start is big, especially for Frosty to shut it down. Curry on a 3 foot. There goes Perry Piper, who just finally gets one. He finally gets one for his team, and there the kills are just going for the Chicago Hunted right now as they're controlling the first 30 seconds of this hill. There goes another player trying to come up the stairs. He gets taken down, and this hold on this top cantina has been big for the Chicago Hunted.
Yeah, absolutely big for Chicago Hunted. That's a start you need if you're going to get back in this game. But like, you're gonna need to do that 3 or 4 more times just to get even with Dallas at this point. So it may be a little bit of a downer on the side of Chicago so far, but if you can keep the steady heads and you can keep your mind, you may be able to pull this through, but Dallas is going to start here onto his next hard point, and you see this Chicago hunted player creep up through the door, gets a nice kill, and is going to suck up some points on the hill. But Dallas, always when they go down, they have another right behind, and it's going to look like a battle for the point, but Dallas crosses the 200 point line. Chicago still has not gotten above 100. They will take some points here away from Dallas, but there's still heavy fighting going on in the hill. Dallas is in the position where they can afford to fight for scrap time. They've been winning the kill feed, and I mean, they just feel like they could do anything that they want at this point. And that might quite frankly be true as they get that scrap time back and they're going to be looking at this next point.
Yes, next rotation can win it here for the Dallas Flat Tires, 216 to 85, as they're currently on the hill. Have two players on the hill. Perry Piper putting shots down this little mid alley. They're trying to get those players off the hill, but he can't. He has to go. He finally does clear the hill. That was big for the size of the Dallas Flat Tires. As we're looking down at this mini map, well, I mean, I advise you just to look at the gameplay, not the mini map, because the mini map is confusing, but actually Atrocity has been on a 5 streak looking for 6, but he gets taken down by Frosty Plays, who gets 2, who temporarily clears the hill. Just 230-88 with Dallas back on the hill. They can win it here if Dallas doesn't type it, but Ryden goes big, gets 2, 20 seconds left. He has to hold it for a couple more seconds to keep Dallas off. Can they win it here? Yes, Dallas still can win it here. So Chicago Hunted still has to go. They have to go now. I don't know if they're getting it close. I don't think they're getting close. And this is it. Dallas Flat Tires take your game one, 250 to 88.
Yeah, that's kind of the map, the type of map that leaves you a little bit speechless. I don't think anybody expected to see that right out of the gate. I mean, like I said, Chicago Hunted is technically the favorite in
On
this
the
mini
mini
map. Top Life, this is an exciting development.
Yeah, the development. Oh, and then he just went super with it. He didn't even go at white. He said he just ran away from white and went yellow and green. I like it. But it looked like this bomb is making his way towards this little middle area, this little arch area. It slowed down close to A because now the picks have to come by. You got Chicago Hunted players, one top bedroom, one on the bottom, and you got two players in B and one player in. I think player 6 just pushed up. There is 2 kills that just went in the favor for Chicago Hunted to turn this S&D 4-2 in their favor. Frosty plays. He gets another kill all the way back in response. It leaves Caboose by himself. He gets taken down, and Chicago Hunted take that round one.
Man, that was lightning quick, and that's exactly what you need on the side of Chicago to get your mental prepared for the rest of the series. Chicago is not defeated. They are coming right on back in this series. Now, Top Life, I have a very important question for you.
Yeah, go
Why
ahead,
the
ask me.
hell would the architect of this hotel put a bedroom right in front of the lobby with full glass panes?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't understand this hotel myself. You know what I mean? But but I think that bedroom was more for like the players. The big money guys. You can see everybody coming in the hotel.
Yeah, Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know if some people like to flex like that, you know what I mean? You get to see and watch TV, you know, when you walk into the hotel. But anyway, this round two has started. Bomb making his way to this beach site for Chicago Hunted. Caboose could play spoiler as he's in this little spot. And can he get the first kill? He does get the first kill, looking for two, but he cannot get the second kill. Bomb like it could be going down as beach site destiny.
Looks like it can be going down on this B side and will be going down on this B side. The bomb gets planted. That's going to be great for the environment there. Get the joke planted anyway. Dallas Flat Tire is all around the point. You have a sniper here, but it's going to be a somewhat close range here. So Atrocities is going to have to hit their bullets in quick fashion here, but time is dwindling. Chicago is there. Whoa, that was,
Oh,
oh my God. We gotta check the task manager for Vecti over there. That is just not allowed in the league. I'm pretty sure that the fuse is coming in, and there you go. Vecti will get the final kill. What just happened, Vecti? You can't be doing that on stream.
yeah, that was absolutely nasty right there. He jumped in through the door. First he got this. First he snapped on the guy that was in freezer. Then he jumped through the door. There's always a guy over there to that right. So to his offense, there's always a guy over there. He just snapped right on him, took him off, and his teammate finishes off with the last kill. And oh no, I think Vector got the last kill, and that was a great round by Dallas Flat Tires. So it's tied up 1-1. Now they're on the offensive side, looking like they're going for this A side, and Avecti is trying to get out here. Trophy is down. See if he can get up here on this top area, but he gets instantly. Oh,
What the
wow.
hell just happened? What the
I,
hell just happened?
I do not know. I don't know what just happened. It
What?
was,
Did they all go down? They all look at that. You see them all go down on the kill cam at the same time. How can I cast that? How can we cast that? I. All right. We're fast forward around in the future, I guess.
yeah, that was crazy. But here we are, round four now. To start off this stretch of the D, you got Chicago Hunted now with the bomb. Look like they're going for this A site. Um, Trophies are, I mean, he threw the flash great at the couch. He's getting super aggressive, trying to get this player that's going to be in this top garage area. But Vexy does try to get the player that's planting the bomb. Chicago does start with the first blood, but there is a trade that goes back and forth between Astrosy and Perry Piper. So it's 3v3 now with this bomb down on this A site.
Yeah, bomb down on this A side. Caboose going to get a very important kill there and defuse this bomb in ninja-like fashion. But there you go. Frosty is in that bedroom that has no privacy whatsoever. Gets a kill onto the diffuser and is in a good position to look over, but Dallas knows exactly where to look, gets the kill, and will defuse this bomb. So it's a it's a tie game so far in terms of the round count. Both teams playing well in Chicago. Definitely not rolling over and dying. Like you may have assumed coming off that map one. Still very much in the game and playing with great ability.
Yeah, Chicago Hunter knows how big that this match is to win. You don't want to go down to that lower half of the pool because you know it's going to be a battle. You know this last week. You want to just stay up on top. You want to secure your playoff victory right here with the. Well, you want to secure a top spot with a win right here. But this bomb is making its way to this A site. Grenades and flashbangs have been. I mean, and concussions have been thrown at this bedroom area. Atrocity does get take. Oh, team kills. Whoa. Team Nays, unfortunate, just went down for the side of Dallas Flat Tires. Now it's Skies left in a 1v4.
Sky's left in a 1v4 and he's going to have to look at the stars if he wants to squeak out a win here. Pops the dead silence and is going around the map. Chicago is all around that bomb site, and it will be up to Sky to get that bomb down. We'll catch a Chicago player, but now his location has been revealed to the entire map. Chicago turns around in quick fashion and will get that win of the round to bring them up to a 3-2 round count in the map.
Yeah, man, that was a great. I would say that was a great round by Chicago, but that was just I don't know round by Dallas. The two team kills went by. Oh, I know. Wish they could have had those two team kills back. But it gave Chicago the man advantage, the two-man advantage, and they took advantage of that and took that round. So now they're on the offensive side, looking like they're going through that lobby, going favoring that A side. They are going to the A side, looking like they're trying to get the bomb down quick. You got Frosty looking at top bedroom, but the bomb did not go down quick. But there's Astro City with the snipe onto Frosty to give Chicago to give Dallas the 4-3 advantage.
Dallas, the 3-2 advantage so far in the round. Sky will drop as Piper requests his payment. Vecti looking over at A bomb. Chicago not able to get it down so far, but looks like they're going for it. Vecti might get great timing here if he pops up, but Piper looking for another person to pay him. Vecti will drop down and not giving Piper any free kills, but Dallas is kind of spread out here, and Chicago living up to their namesake and going on the hunt a little bit. You see Raiden just kind of scouting around the map, not finding anyone, but Dallas approaching it from different angles will get a kill on the Piper, and now Raiden still alive. All he needs to do is stall some time. He knows the bomb is being defused. He could just go right into it, but he doesn't have a lot of time. He eventually does, and it looks a little mixy there, but he eventually gets the kill to bring Chicago to a 4-2 lead here.
Yeah, that was big kills by Raiden. Man, I thought he got that kill on the diffuser first before the first kill, but he obviously didn't. He got that kill first, but I thought he got the first kill first. That's why I was a little confused there. But Chicago Hunted, man, they're turning it up, trying to make this 1-1 up 4-2 in this S&D. About to start this round 7 up in this search and destroy. And Dallas Flat Tires are going to be in the offensive side, looking like they're going toward this B side.
Looks like they're going towards this B site. Chicago spread all across the map, but Dallas is very centered in on this one position here. Looking to get trades if they come. Frosty, the trigger discipline, and will get that first kill, but Dallas is all around there. Frosty will get a second kill, and what
Let's
do you
go for it.
know? Frosty almost gets a third one, but Chicago has the information on where Dallas is. It's all up to Sky, and he's going to have to reach for the Sky to bring this one out, but he walks around the corner and is met with a very quick sniper.
Yeah, man, Sniper was waiting for him to come through that little mid cut area. As soon as he popped through, just got clean, got his chest clean taken out right there. Match point for the side of Chicago Hunted. Way to bounce back after a hard point loss. Now they're just one round away from tying this series up 1-1, making things all even again before they go into control. But they have to win this search and destroy first.
Yes, winning the search and destroy is going to be crucial here. Frosty opens up the first kill in the round. Map point, if they could get the other three, it'll be a game set and map. Piper looking across the spawn middle area here. Gets caught, but gets out in time. Chicago still has their man advantage, but they also have to plant the bomb. Looks like right in here will be the bomb carrier, and we'll get the plan off on A. Dallas is very focused on the B position. There you go. Atrocities goes down. It's two players left on the side of Dallas, Carbos and Avecti. Frosty gets another. It's only Carbos. Has to keep the dream alive, and there you go. Chicago hunted after a very, very struggle bus hardpoint. We'll bring it back to get a 6-2 search and destroy.
Yeah, that's big. That is big right there for the Chicago Hunted. They regained, they got in the comms. They said, forget that last map. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for this control on Fortress in this gold pre-made division between Chicago Hunted and the Dallas Flat Tires series. Currently tied 1 apiece. So this map is big to see who's going to take the advantage. As you can see, that Chicago Hunted has sent 2 players to this B site.
Yeah, two players to this B side, but it looks like they will both go down as Dallas is having a good round in terms of getting some members off the board, but looks like Chicago will have some progress over on that A side. Dallas will retain pretty steady control over at B. Chicago could tend to get 2 ticks here. Doesn't look like Dallas is going to challenge them any further. And now suddenly the focus is on B, but Chicago already is up in the live count and about to claim that third tick on A. And look at that, number 3 in Perry Piper actually just walks right on to B, gets cut down, but I mean, Dallas having some holes in their defenses there.
Yeah, actually, Perry Piper actually did a great job of not letting his team get spawn trapped as he was pushed up in that hay bale area. Watching the cross, not letting none of those Dallas players cross into their spawns. But now now Chicago Hunters got to try to spread all their forces to this B side as the trades go back and forth. There is a battle between Avexi and Perry, but that battle gets won 3-stack word to gems on this B side as it's starting to go up fast. There's a tick and a half on the regression, but Caboose and Atrocity and Atrocity is here to make the plays.
There to make the plays in Chicago back in their spawn. Very crucial defending few moments there on the side of Dallas. Chicago will be creeping up to this gate area though, but you have Atrocities looking across the map over there and getting a nice kill. You still have number 2 in Raiden, goes down in the center of the map, and looks like you only have Frosty with a Y left over the gates. He gets cut down, and Chicago back in their spawn. They have a one-man life advantage, but just no map control at all. It looks like the spark might be dying slowly here on the offensive side, and Dallas just needs to close it out.
Yeah, man, 5-7 is the life for Chicago Hunted. They got to try to get to this B side. There's a minute on the clock, though, so there's plenty of time to work a one-man push to try to get 6 kills if they want. But I think Atrocity is in the best spot he can be in to try to get any of these players crossing. Oh, he did miss. He currently missed a couple shots. There was 2 players. Players did kind of make it through. It's 4-5 now. Riding with a big kill. Bottom Art riding with another kill to make it 4-4. This is gonna go down to the last couple kills, or for the ticks. They are for this last segment of ticks, Caboose, and RCD does get 2. There's Skies with another one. Now it's Perry Piper by himself, and he gets taken down. Dallas Flat Tires take the opening round defense.
Yeah, I mean, that's a rough one for Chicago. It did look like you were kind of slipping away there, but then suddenly you bring it back to an even live count with 30 seconds left. And you could kind of just forget about the point at that moment and just play TDM, but I think Dallas just kind of sweeps them from that point forward, and Chicago will lose that round. But now, taking a swing on the defensive side, Chicago will be able to hopefully claim one round back from Dallas as the round starts, and there's going to be a battle here at the middle of the map. Number 8 in Sky goes down. Dallas is trying to circle this A point, but another member goes down. Chicago holding well so far. Dallas is in the middle of the map, but can't really get to either point. You have Vecti, who's the closest over this B side. Looks like Carbos is going to try to join him, but Chicago has feet on A, and they have people guarding B, so this is going to be really tough on the Dallas side.
Yeah, but Avecti has made his way to this bottom art, to the top art building. Now he's going to single. He finds one player through. That could be the opening his team needs to try to get onto this B site. He does jump on as his teammates does get his kills and follows back. Now you got Chicago Hunted rushing to try to get to this B site to try to get these players off. They got 2 players on B, 1 player on A. There is a contest on this site. Can Vexy win those battles? He could not, because Frosty gets the 2, clear off that B site. Now there's 2. Now Dallas does have 2 players on this A site, so I like the split as the second segment of progression has went through.
Second segment of progression has come through. Sky is defending the point very well, and that might just seal the deal as far as a control zone is concerned. Looks like Chicago may make one more push towards it, but they may not have the time. You see number 2 and number 1 get right onto it. Sky knows exactly where to look, and that tick does not come through. A is still very much in play here as Dallas now has to recalibrate. after expecting to get that A zone, they have to figure if they want to divert some attention to B or just go for A. Well, Chicago's all over A, but you can't really cross the mid map, as Chicago is also looking there too. Dallas sent back to their spawn. The clock is dwindling on their side. The life count is dwindling on their side. They still do not have a capture zone. Dallas is running at B, but A is their closest shot at getting a point. Chicago knows it. They collapse on it. Carbos goes down. 4 seconds left. There you go. Vecti goes down. That's their last hope. And Dallas will lose that round in a pretty devastating fashion.
Yeah, man, that was that was just a great defense right there by Chicago, honey. Even though, Dallas did make it interesting with trying to get the split, but you can see Chicago. They got up. They got their spawn trap. They worked the spawn trap perfectly. Well, they really didn't get in the complete spawn trap, but they got themselves into some good positions to not let those Dallas Flat Tires touch either, touch either of those points. And now it's 1-1. Chicago does have the tick advantage, so they got to just make sure they have at least get 3 segments here on this offense.
Yeah, they are quite down in the segment category here. Dallas is going to want to blow Chicago out before they can even get a tick, but Frosty is already on the A control zone. Dallas is focused, sorry, on the B control zone. Dallas is focused on A, but in the meantime, Frosty is having a fun time hiding behind the guillotine here. And while the focus is now on B, A is also getting captured at the same time. The second tick will happen on B. There's nobody around to talk to number 3 in Perry Piper on A. This is a really great setup out of Chicago to start. They get 2 ticks on both hills, and Dallas is kind of left scrambling.
Yeah, man, that was a great start by Chicago. Like you mentioned, Frosty went big, on that B side to allow his teammate to push up to get that second, to get that stack on that B side. A should be on his way, and A is gone. Chicago Hunted is making their way to this B side. One segment is all they need. All they need with 2 minutes on the clock. 19-17 are the lives. So this looks like if Chicago Hunted just takes their time, plays a team, they should be able to get this tick.
They should be able to get this tick, but Dallas all around it, protecting it with their dear life. Down 1 in the live count, but then might not really make a difference at this point. Frosty with E comes scraping right on in, gets 2 Dallas members, but there are still more watching, waiting, commiserating on that B side of the map there. Perry Piper getting a nice kill, but Dallas still has 3 members there. 2 go down in quick succession. You have Carbo still looking to hill, but that's all he can do is watch, as he just cannot step up. And there you go. Chicago secures B, secures a round, and is on round point. And I'm pretty sure they have enough ticks to the point where they've secured defense no matter what for round 5.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is it too. I think they got it. I think they got the defense for sure if it goes to a map 5. So now we gotta just see Dallas Black Tires are going to win an offense because we just seen Chicago win one. Now Dallas Black Tires are gonna have to do the same thing, and it's gonna have to be some aggression towards this B site, which we see there is a split, but the kills go in favor of Frosty. There is a trade right there by Sky. Caboose gets one, and the Perry trades out Caboose, but Frosty is the lone man here on this A site, just watching any player that's trying to cross to go to that B site as Vexi is there collecting some of that B time.
Collecting some of that B time indeed, but it looks like they're going to be able to just establish dominance there for now. Chicago might choose to go there, might choose to save A, and it looks like they do walk right on into Dallas at B and just get cut down immediately. Chicago is taking another gamble at it, but not having any success. B will surely go in Dallas's hands. Now you have to deal with A, which has, by the way, been collecting time while you've been focused on B, and atrocities will go down, but you still have Carbos on that A side of the map, defending it well, knows where to look, is not able to overpower the two Chicago members there, but you only have one tick left to go. You're up in the live count by 10. This is almost surely going to be a Dallas victory to keep them alive here.
Yeah, this should be him. Like 21-11, 2 minutes left on the clock. One good push, one good fourth down. You don't even really need a big stack, just a two-man stack, and you should get that side. You see Atrocity in this top cannon building, just trying to get a nuisance, trying to spawn these players, a little deeper from A. But I think where he's at, he's spawning them right on top of A. He needs to move a little bit. He needs to move and watch this area. He's spawning them probably back in front of that B side, but it's still 17-9, 16-9. I think that they're just gonna just play TDM for at least another 30 seconds. See they could chop down Dallas, chop down Dallas a little bit more before they jump on this A site.
Yeah, chop them down a little bit more if they jump on the A side. Dallas still has a 5 live margin here to work with, 4 live now. Looks like it may not be as secure a victory here as I initially thought, but definitely still favored as long as they can get some kills and open up the map in their favor. Chicago watching every corner. Frosty with a Y will go down, but there you go. Perry Piper gets paid with a double kill right in as well on the other side of the map. Gets another double kill, and just like that, Dallas only has 1 life advantage. A team kill comes through. That's certainly not going to help. And now you have players just kind of stuck on the opposite side of the map where you want to be for Dallas. Chicago only has 4 lives and no respawns left, but it's not going to matter if the time runs out. Sky breaks into the hill, stops the clock at the very least, but it goes down. And now you have Atrocities. Chicago only has 1 life left. It's very mixy so far. Frosties gets the knife out. He's going to wait for Dallas to peek and get him, but reloading is unfortunate. He gets the kill though, but unfortunately goes down as Dallas has backup.
Yeah, that was I think that was big for that Chicago Hunter player just to go play his life because I mean just to go try to just play his life. I mean just go take his life there because you never know with the ticks, where it goes down. So just go ahead and not even let him get that third tick. Secure your defense and let's see though. After these last two offenses, Destin, I'm a little scared about the defenses now.
Yeah, I mean, defense has been secured on the side of Chicago, but that may not be what you want. It seems like this is a very offensive heavy map so far, but we'll see how Chicago works with what they're given. Seems like they're going to focus on B. They also have #1 in Frosty plays on A. Frosty when he gets a kill, but Dallas responds back with 2 more in turn, and it looks like Dallas is going to be looking to get some feet planted on B here. You see Skies creeping up. Ryden may not see him just
Oh,
below his iron sights, but there you go. Ryan gets a nice and sick turn, but it's still a battle over here. It will be #6 versus #4, and there you go. Frosty with an E defends B. Another one steps up, but Dallas is not having a fun time so far. You still have Chicago players on A, but Dallas, no control so far.
yes, 23-22 in lights, 45 seconds to go. Skies and Caboose has made their way to this A site. So the two stack on A is working for Dallas Flat Tires. They're stopping the clock. The players are trying to push up. Player 6, he's still trying to go for that B site, but player 4, Frosty, is doing a great job of not letting nobody get close to that B side. Frosty got a little aggressive. He got taken down. So this could give a little bit of room for the side of Dallas Flat Tires, but Frosty Plays is there to have his back. And Dallas and Chicago Hunted are okay with giving up this A side, but they are not letting them get close to that B side.
Not letting them get close to the B side. They may not have the A side either if this last push from Chicago comes through. Carbos, just a sliver of time left, but it is contested. Carbos takes the challenge and wins, but is not able to secure that last bit of time. You will see #6 and Atrocities get it, I believe. There you go. You have another minute on the map, but Dallas is down by 5 in the live count. They need to make a very clever push on the B, but Chicago is shutting them down as they stand up. Dallas is surely going to wait for their teammates to respawn, but they've got a lot of work to do to get onto that B point.
And they're 14-7, so it's double the life. So they got to try to get 2 kills, per player before they get there. But it doesn't start off good because two of the players go down. Now there goes a third to make it 11-6. Now 10-6. Dallas Flat Tires, man. They do have one player. They have 2 players now on this B site. So just like that, 2 players on the B site is 5. Well, 1 player now is 5-8. Now there's goes player 7. He gets close, but he gets taken down. There is the trades going back and forth, but it wins with Chicago 100 coming out on top. This clock is moving. 50 seconds left. 3 lives left for Dallas Flat Tires. Ryden knows he's here behind his door, but Caboose has the trigger discipline to stay there, but the trade is there. Now it's a 6v1. It's a Vecti versus Chicago 100. They know where he's at. He's running. He's playing his life. He finally gets taken down, and Chicago 100 take this control 3-2.
Yeah, that's a really important map for the Windy City over there. After a rough first hard point, they proved themselves in the search and destroy.
Back here on the embassy control, and guys, we are watching the arrows. I think the teams are flipped. I'm not sure they're flipped on your screen, but they are flipped on ours. So we're going to cast it how we see it. So right now we got the Dallas Flat Tires on the hill currently up. Now they got taken down Chicago 100. Currently this hill is 5-6. Currently had that first hard point kind of where how both teams didn't currently want the hard point, but they wanted the time. But we do see some Dallas Flat Tires do jump on the time. And now it's 5-13.
Yeah, absolutely. And keep in mind for everybody watching, these teams are flipped. So Dallas on your side is actually Chicago, and Chicago is actually Dallas. So Dallas wins this map, then the series is over. Chicago Hunted Gold Premade has won this map, and it looks like Dallas, as we see it, has the lead, 15 points so far, and control of the next hill. So, we're this hill looks like it will be uncontested so far, but Chicago will jump on the point. Sky looking down the middle of the map here, trying to get some kills, but gets a nice two-piece to make sure that his teammates has some comfort on the hill. And there you go. It's a tie game so far. Dallas is going around the hill at opposite ends. They're split up. This may not work out in their favor, but number 3 in Vecti standing on the hill. Dallas looks like it will get the scrap time. There you go. Looks like it's going to be a maintained 15-point lead as we go into the next point.
And we're on to this next hill, and it looks like it's all Chicago 100 as they are controlling the spawns. There was a big play by Caboose as he rotated early, won those spawn kills. You got Dallas Flat Tires from Chicago 100 for us on this hill right now. 2 players are coming from that hallway. Caboose sees it, but he cannot take them down. And that is the break that these Dallas Flat Tires needed to get back on this hill to try to keep this lead going in their favor. Sky just cannot be killed right now as he's jumping all around the ledge. You got Perry trying to hit the ladder cheese, but nobody was in there. He does get a nice 2-piece as he breaks on. He's currently on a 5 himself, and he broke the hill right by himself. 25 seconds to go on this hill. Will Chicago keep hitting this, or will they rotate to next?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be content to rotate to next. Dallas is going to extend that lead about 30 to 40 points when all is said and done on this hill. Chicago looking a little lost here as Dallas is Johnny on the spot onto next hill. Chicago member goes down. The Chicago push advances forward, but Dallas is looking right where they're going to be. Dallas gets 2 important kills. Chicago is light on men as they try to take back the hill, and Atrocities beaming from the rooftops gets a nice 2-piece, and that's what you need, but the concierge at the desk is not going to be nice to him, and there you go. Dallas is holding down the point very, very well. Sky gets in there. Chicago gets some time, but Dallas is right around there as well.
Yeah, but there goes the break right there by Ultra City. Atrocity to get into this hill for his team. He's trying to claw his team back in this game, but Frosty, Perry, and Frosty plays, says, no way, you guys are not getting this hill. We're going to run away with this game. We're trying to go home in a 3-1 fashion, and that is what these Chicago Hunter players are doing for their team right now. Look at the kills just light up all yellow, which is for the Chicago Hunted, which is Dallas Flat Tires on our team. But for y'all, I don't know. It's all confusing to try to explain it all again. But here it is. Dallas Flat Tires are on the hill, 120-55. And look like they're trying to run away with this game like Chicago did the first time.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Chicago just breaks right on in. Dallas is sent back to their spawn. But look at that. Number one in Carbo spawns all the way across the map. So if Dallas can get some Chicago members down, it looks like Chicago is going to be spawned very, very far away. Dallas gets a few kills at a time here, but not enough to get on the point. And there you go. There's the clearance. Dallas is accruing time so far. Evecti will stop that, but there you go. You got another Dallas member walks right on in. Evecti is holding it down quite well, though. Dallas will be looking to the next point. Chicago, once again, probably too invested in getting the scrap time. They have to move on over. You see Carbos there, but Dallas will get this point as it spawns. You have Overlook from Piper, and it looks like a strong foundation for Dallas here.
Yeah, but now Chicago Hunter got an atrocity up there in that power position to try to watch these players from Dallas to get on that point. He's letting his teammates collect some of that hard point time, as he did get an important kill with that player coming on those top stairs. He knows that they're challenging, and he's just waiting for them as he's currently on a 5, trying to clear the hill. The hill is currently killed. 96-142 is the score line for the Dallas Flat Tires. This rotation to P2 is going to be big. They know that Atrocity is in here. He comes out. He doesn't watch his back. He gets taken down. 3 in the kill feed for Dallas Flat Tires. So his rotation should be on for them as they're setting up for this new hill.
Setting up for the new hill indeed. Remember, if Dallas Flat Tires, as you see it on your screen, wins the game, the series is over, as the Chicago Hunted will have taken 3 maps. But Dallas has to get there, and this is quite frankly a lot closer of a game than we saw in the first map. Carbos goes down. Dallas just gets onto the point to get some time. You see Frosty with a Y standing there. 2 Chicago members are midway through their respawn, but Chicago is spawning in the middle of the map and quite close by. Frosty still knows where to look, but Chicago just has the manpower to overpower the defenses on the hill. Dallas does manage to get some time back. Chicago is looking to maybe set up on this next hard point, but that is very important scrap time to give up as Dallas is inching closer to the 200 point.
Yeah, man, it's 165, 170. The hill is jumping off, but this was a great hill that Chicago rotated to last time early too, and they're doing a great job of rotating early here. Perry Piper, he's the first man up, looking like from this ledge. He's going to take a battle. He says, "Nope, I'm coming through with the cruise missile. Try to clear this hill for my team." As he drops it down, I think the trophies do a great job at deflecting the cruise missile. So I think the trophy did deflect that cruise missile, but he still gave the information to his teammates that they do got players on and around this hill as Perry takes down 1, looking for a second, but no, he gets sent to the sky.
Yeah, eyes to the sky there as Sky gets taken down on the side of Chicago. Dallas is going to get some of this remaining scrap time. Chicago again looks like they're deciding whether they want to maintain some presence on the old, and they will eventually win out there. Very important for them to not let Dallas just keep picking up scrap time here, but it might not be worth it if it's at the cost of not being able to set up on the new hill. Dallas is already here. Chicago members tried to walk in, but just not being able to do so. Dallas holding it down so far. So good. Frosty looking down his back alley at palm trees. Gets cut down. It's going to be a very important opening break for Chicago to walk and flank around that corner there. But, I mean, Dallas is just respawning right in the back there. You cut them down, and finally their spawns flip to the other side of the map. But Chicago's going to have to get a clean sweep to be able to get some time here.
Yeah, the clean sweep has to happen, but it's not happening for Chicago as Frosty and Perry are just chopping them down. Frosty on a 3. Frosty plays currently on a 6 cruise missile in the back pocket for him for Frosty plays as he's getting ready to rotate to this next hill. Last 8 seconds should be all Dallas Flat Tires if Frosty wants it. I know he didn't want it, so he's gonna take off 221, 149 as this kitchen hill pops off. And if Dallas can get in if Dallas can get in before the 30-second mark, they could put themselves in position to win this game right here on this hill.
Yeah, this is now hill point for Dallas here. Chicago doing a good thing and being able to start on the hill, but Perry Piper jumps through the door, gets cut down. Chicago still maintaining control, but Ryden is taking his chances. Fortunately, luck won't be on his side. Dallas still spawning close by, though. They're going to be able to get a second push here momentarily. It is now out of one hill territory for Dallas to win this. But I mean, if you could get within 10 here, that's all going to be worth your effort. Chicago trying to make sure that no points are gone on the scrap as every point counts now. We're in
Oh,
that stage of the game, but Frosty holds it down extremely well. They're going to finish this map, this hill with 236. Chicago gets 3 seconds of scrap time and they get on the point as it pops, but Bryden is already there and every second counts. Sky is doing everything he can around the hill. Dallas is going down, but you only need 10 points left. Chicago cannot win it here as good as they do on this hill, so it's going to be a lot of pressure. Dallas is picking their fights quite well. Ryden gets a 3-piece. Atrocities responds back. You need 8 more seconds. Chicago is around it though. They'll be able to keep Dallas off for now.
yeah, here come Perry Piper trying to get that team, but there it goes. The kills going back and forth. Trades are going back and forth, but it's 3 that goes in the favor of Chicago Hunted. That's what they need to keep these Dallas Flat Tire players off, but they're just doing all Dallas got to just keep doing is just keep fighting and keep contesting. There's only 2 seconds left, and that is it. Chicago Hunted, who are the Dallas Flat Tires, have won this Embassy Hardpoint 250 to 197, and the Chicago Hunted win the series 3-1.
Yeah, that's impressive out of Chicago Hunted.